Stop sitting here saying men ain't the prize or men ain't a trophy. Yes, stuff they are. Yeah, they are. Cause who the sit here and wait years to get married? You ain't on that man, right? You ain't waiting on nobody else. Oh, okay. Who the have to drop down to their knees and propose? Not you, bitch. Go propose to yourself and be by your goddamn self if you feel like that. Stop being one-sided when it comes to these men. The more you sit here and say men ain't the prize, men ain't the trophy, is the longer you're gonna be single. You one of the ones that want to be married oh so bad. And you wondering why you attracting gnats. Are you attracting bad bugs in your life? Look what the fuck saying. You're basically saying men ain't valuable. In what way they ain't? You both are. Women and men. Valuable is stop being one-sided and making it seem as if men ain't valuable. You wouldn't be sitting here wanting to marry them. Hello? You wouldn't be sitting here trying to produce kids with this man. Hello? You wouldn't be sitting here waiting 20 years for a ring or a commitment. I'm not saying men ain't valuable, because yes, they are. They are a trophy, are the prize. And so are you. One thing you will not have is a husband if you continue to say that out your red ass mouth. Change that. They are the prize. And it ain't no pick me. Bitch, that's some real ass talk.
This is only going to offend insecure men. But isn't it wild that the majority of other species, the males, compete for the female attention and the opportunity, the luck, the blessing to mate with them? But in the human species, we have men on the internet crying about being lonely, and then blaming women because they won't look at them. There are some animals, some species of birds or types of birds. Am I saying that correctly? I don't know. But birds that will put on full shows and compete for the female's attention. There are other species of animals that will literally fight to the death to get a woman's attention. But I have an incel in my comments telling me how it's my fault that he can't get a date. Just, oh my god, bunch of losers. I can't.
A dude in the comments said, why should we compete when all we have to do is wait our turn?
This is my real freaking life. Tell the people what you said. Go.
So, my request is when I pass away, turn my ashes into I can always be at my favorite spot.
Well, you heard the man.
You're cutting that wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm cutting how much I want.
But that's not how you cut a pizza.
I can cut a pizza how I want in my house.
Okay, well,
I just want this corner. That's all I want.
I know, but what about me?
You cut your own pizza.
You're literally holding
You're an
the
adult.
knife.
You cut the pizza.
Oh my god, can you put the knife down while you're talking to me like that?
But then I can't finish cutting the pizza. Why is this oven so loud? Why did you get literally the loudest oven in the Home Depot? This is the last time I let you pick out an oven. Next time I get an oven, it's gonna make pizzas on its own. It's gonna cut them. Then we can be happy, okay? We'll never have this problem with cutting how much pizza.
Can you turn the timer off, please? At least you're over there.
I don't know how.
Oh my god, you're literally an adult man.
How do I do it? I don't know where the button is.
Figure it out.
There's too many buttons on this oven. Next time, get an oven with one button. Can you do that for me?
What, like an easy bake oven?
I don't care. You figure it out. You're the adult here.
It's gotta be rage bait. Ain't no way. Ain't no way she's still talking.
Why is dating in 2025 so bad? So bad. This is like the worst year of dating in my lifespan. Why is it so bad? Why is no one serious? No one is serious. Everyone's like, yeah, I just want to be casual. Like, I just want to, do me. Baby, you are 40. You are pushing 40. Like, I had a guy tell me he was 43. He's like, I'm waiting till I'm 45 to be serious. Like, not until 45. 45? I thought I was gonna be married at 22, but look where I'm at now. This man said he was waiting until he's 45, and I was like, baby, I'm not waiting 2 years for you. Bye. What is up with dating in 2025?
Honestly, you probably running into the Chads and Tyrones at this point in time, because the good guys, them boys inside.
This is what I'm willing to do, Lane. This is my wife, Laney. This is Eric. I love my wife. I want to be with my wife for life. There's nothing more in the world that I want as my wife. And I have moved my shit forward because you told me to. Now I'm telling you, you're telling me I keep leaving you and I'm not helping you fight for your kids. This is what I'm going to tell you right here on camera on video for you. I am willing to drive to Florida today, move everything back and pay all the thousands of dollars. You told me the truth about everything there is to know about you and the wrongs you've caused me. I've done the same. And yet here we are today. You tell me you've never cheated on me again, right?
No.
And so today, you won't let me look in your phone. For what reason? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Right. It's not my business what's in your phone. We're married. We're actively together. You can have my phone anytime you want. You used to say I can have your phone anytime I want. That's what you used to say all the time. Now, all of a sudden, I showed up to her house unexpectedly, and I can't look in her phone today.
No.
Why, honey? In the rest of the world, what would you think it was?
You're nuts.
I'm nuts. I know.
Really
because you don't want me to see that phone. I'm nuts. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do.
So apparently he admitted to cheating as well. They both cheated. And then they said, okay, we're going to get better together. We're not going to keep on doing this. But apparently she said, I'm going to take that back because I'm going to go ahead and do my thing.
Okay, so if you fly me out, I'm all right. I got asked that question. Yes, I do think if you fly a girl out, them better hit the floor as soon as that plane land, baby, okay? Because them is the rules. I don't make the rules, but them be the rules, okay? You know what I mean? So it's like, for these girls, like, oh, he flew me out, and he think I'm supposed to... Yes. Did you make it clear you wasn't doing this before you got there, or was you talking that shit in them texts, and you got to the Bahamas, and now you acting funny? Bitch, take your ass on, okay? You walk... I'm not even calling you an Uber. Some men are nice enough to even fly some girls back, and... Baby, look... Some getting sucked and want to ride or not to the airport, that's up to you. Whether you want to stay and have a good time, that is also up to you. But if that is flying, I don't even know how what can rhyme with it. I don't know, y'all figure it out. Okay, that's the new thing in the comments. If that is flying, finish the sentence.
Like, literally, girl, don't worry if there's a bunch of girls all around him. Flies also go all around a piece of shit, so...
I'm not sure if this was more offensive to women or men. So you feel threatened by these other women, so you insist on putting him down. What's funny is if he wasn't desired by any women, you wouldn't find that attractive either. So it's another one of those situations where he can't win. And for a lot of men, they would happily pass over a bunch of different women to be with that woman that treats him good.
A woman who is ready to cheat has already cheated. She knows who she's going to cheat with, when she's going to cheat, and where. Because women always plan ahead. She already started the argument with you in advance, so she doesn't have to answer the phone when you call. Because she's already mad at you. So you're not going to question her not answering the phone. Because why the hell would I answer the phone if we just had this big fight and you know I'm mad at you? Right? Women gain what they want and what they need from men. Not through hard work. And yes, there's plenty of us with all the degrees and the master's degrees and the bachelor's degrees and all of those things. But women typically gain what they want and what they need from men, not from hard work. If she feels she's not getting any perks from you, then you know she's going to cheat. And she's going to find some perks someplace else, believe me.
Women expect men to pay for a first date for one reason and one reason only, and it isn't what you're expecting. So you're probably sitting there looking at the screen thinking, do you know what? Women want you to pay on the first date because they want a free meal, they want free drinks, they want a fancy time. No. It is a lot more complex than that. So when a woman goes on a first date with a man, she is evaluating so much about it. Not just about the date, but about their relationship and maybe their entire lifetime together. So she's looking to see if you pay on the first date, she's not just thinking, oh, you're generous and you're buying her a meal. She's thinking, oh, he's going to pay for me for our entire relationship. He's going to pay for all the trips. He's going to pay for my hair. He's going to pay for my nails. If we get married, he's going to pay for the house. He's going to pay for the car. If we get divorced, I'm going to get brilliant alimony. I know that's American. This is what she's thinking in her head, right? You think that women just want you to pay for a first date for a free meal and free drinks and a good time for one night. No. If you pay on a first date, that is signaling to that woman that you are going to pay for her for the rest of her life. Is that what you want, men? Because that is what you are doing. So the next time that you think about treating a woman on a first date, make sure it is a worthy woman, because otherwise she's seeing pound signs. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, our autumn outfit today, can't you see? Anthony fell over. Sorry, I've been out for lunch. Cowboy boots. Yeah, we're getting into autumn outfits now, I'm afraid. Sorry, the sundress season is over. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? This is what women think when you pay for a first date.
I mean, for these modern women, they're thinking about, and they'll put 3 or 4 dudes at least on their roster. So they'll stack their roster with what they would call an A-list. So this man might not necessarily be 6 feet, but he makes a lot of money. I remember a woman talking about, oh, well, you know, I might not have a man, but I do have connections or something like that. I have a man that talks business to me. He's an entrepreneur. I have a man that takes me out. I have a man that does my AC. And she went down a line with about 4 or 5 different dudes that she had on her quote unquote roster. And she was like, oh man, I might not have a man, but I do have resources and I do have connections. Just basically talking about all of the dudes that she had gone on a date with and used them for. So basically these modern women are building an A-team, what they call an A-team of men wasting their time and their money. You know, and if a dude, and I can't say the dude doesn't know about it. And if the dude decides to use you for his own gain, you can't get mad because you trying to use him. So
your mouth makes you unattractive. That mouth of yours can take you from a 6 to a 3 real fast because it's so disgusting. It's so nasty. It's not classy. It's not ladylike. It's not feminine at all. Like, y'all curse way too much. Every word is an F-bomb. Every word, it's nasty. Like, what man want to deal with a woman who talk like that? Like, what kind of man are you attracting? And I mean, well, we know what kind of man you're attracting. Like, ask yourself. Like, look at your love life, the minute you dating, how you talk. Y'all, we need an adult charm school because y'all don't have no. It's not giving ladylike at all. All that cursing is disgusting. It's giving bro. You the bro.
Most women don't want to hear this because they don't want to be disciplined. They think their feelings, they think it is discipline to be free. Does that make sense? Like, it would be irresponsible of me to not show the world who I actually am. So all of the good, all of the bad, that is me being disciplined. Because every day I have to fight to keep it in. I have to fight against society and not go crazy. I have to fight to, fight against self-doubt and hatred of myself. Right? That's what they're thinking. It sounds backwards, but that's what they think. That's how they think. I'm going to talk, I'm going to dress, I'm going to dress. But that is me showing discipline in a way, because I'm dedicated to doing it every day. I'm dedicated to being the fullest version, the most free, the most open version of myself every single day.
Imagine me waking you up every morning, putting straight ass in your face. Ass, I mean straight ass to face. Face, just clapping cheeks. I mean bow, ass to face. Then boom, I turn around, go make you breakfast. Boom, come back in there, do it all again. Straight ass, clap. Shazam. Goddamn, Swiss cheese. Imagine that.
That sounds great, but why is a tire in your back seat?
So I just saw a post of a woman who says that she is now taking $1,000 deposit in order to go out on a date with her. And I just want to run that back. She is requiring $1,000 as a deposit for a man to take her out on a date. And I just want to understand this. Like, how and what is the difference? How y'all see this as something different than an escort service? So you mean to tell me it is pay for play and you're cool with that? Like, we're advertising now that a man can throw $1,000 your way and he is buying your time. That is literally no different than an escort service. And if it goes any further than, regular escorting someone from place to place, That's prostitution. So I'm just wondering why it is that y'all somehow feel like you're taking power back. Just, if you don't want to go on dates, if you don't want to be around men, if you don't want men to come for you and spend time with you, like, just say that. Just say that. Because at this point, it's absurd to say that a man is going to pay $1,000 as a deposit, and that is now supposed to be a regular standard. And then when you go to the comments, like, it's women defending this, talking about men don't even have $1,000 in their bank account to be complaining about this. Like, what are we saying? Are we saying that you are okay with your worth being that a man can basically buy you? Are you saying that you're expecting your sons to put $1,000 deposit in order to take a girl on a date? Is that, like, you're cool with your brothers doing that? Like, what are we saying? Like, how far are y'all really trying to take this? Because at this point, it's just really not making any sense.
I think I just saw that clip of a woman asking for $20 or $10 and the man giving her $20 even before he said anything to her, just to ask her a question, and she wasn't really even being cooperative. So you have another dude that says, I'll take my $1,000 and go to the Philippines and get a traditional woman. Another guy said, I just spent 1,000 pounds getting return flights to Thailand with my wife for 3 weeks. You know, y'all be charging the price. Man ain't gonna pay that nonsense, man.
Although I shouldn't have to, I'm gonna make this video to clarify some things, because I see there is some confusion out there. Men, we as women, us grown women, fiscally responsible women, women that have been handling their priorities 100% solo, women who have gained a knowledge and an understanding that we have to build today so we can live comfortably tomorrow. We don't want you to have money so we can take it and buy hair and nails and clothes. No. We need you to have money because we've been working to have money. And if we're going to do this thing called life together, we want you to equally contribute. Also, we want to know that if I get sick, you got me, just like if you get sick, I got you. How can you have my back when you don't have the money? Let's go a little further. We want to make sure that the mortgage is going to be paid. The utilities are paid. We want to make sure that the health insurance is paid. The life insurance premium, the 401k is contributed into. The savings account is building. If we're doing it by ourselves, we want you to be doing it by yourself. So when we align and combine, baby, we're great together. I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together. Neo said it best. So I need you men to stop lumping us grown women who understand priorities and the little girls who are still chasing dreams. It does not make a woman a gold digger for her to want her man to have a certain level of financial security. But ladies, make sure whatever you require, you can also provide, right? Right.
But a man is going to understand that. A man is going to understand, oh yeah, that's fair. What is happening is that modern women out here are saying, oh, I'm not going to bring nothing to the table. Oh, this money that I have, I'm making 6 figures. You're not going to get any of it. So, you just bring everything you got to the table, and, depending on how I'm feeling, if it's the holiday season, I might throw you a bone. Who wants to be involved in that?
Girl Math is getting mad that he likes other girls' pictures, but then posting thirst traps on your page.
Yeah, but most likely she's posting it for him. You know what I mean? Like, she's probably posting it for him.
No, she is not. If she's posting them on her public feed, it's for him. You know damn well she's not.
If she's clocking that he's liking these types of pictures,
then why isn't she just sending them to him?
Because she's trying to see if he likes her posts as well. She's trying to post the exact same pictures that he's liking, thinking that's what he likes.
Yeah, that's why she's doing it.
Maybe that's one of the reasons. I'm just trying to...
you're a girl's girl and you're trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I love that. But nah, she's posting them for attention and not one man's attention. The masses.
I get back at him like, cool, you want to like these pictures? Watch 1,000 guys like my picture.
That's exactly why she's doing it.
I see where you're going with this, but don't do this. Other people can see that. When he sees that you're not exclusive to him, like you trying to do it for all the other attention and seeing dudes in your comments, you gonna stay out there in the streets.
Anything men can do, we can do better.
Y'all know what really just chaps the old ass cheeks? Occasionally, when me and my husband are out in public, straight women will come up and be like, girl, your husband is so fine. Your husband is so handsome. He looks like he works out. He has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. And I just want to be like, well, thanks, Susan. One time I was in the shower and he came in and farted and locked me in said shower until I froed up. But you're right, he is a handsome fella. And I know one of y'all dusty little bitches gonna come into my comment section and be like, what husband? Let's see your husband. Let's see him. Hold on. Here you go. That's Dookie Booty Darnell right there. So handsome.
How come y'all just can't say thanks and move on?
Wes, did you make appointments for your tux fitting?
Yeah,
When are they?
never.
Did you make them or not?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you think, what's your plan for that?
I'm working.
Our wedding's in 3 months. And you have,
Plenty.
a tux is like the only thing that you need to do on your list. It's quite literally the only thing that I cannot do for you / haven't done by myself in this entire process.
That's funny. The only thing on my list. You do a laundry list every day.
Is it complete?
Everything else? Oh, gosh.
For when?
ASAP.
ASAP for you is months down the road. ASAP for me is by the end of the day. I'm being serious,
Me
Wes.
too. Probably not this weekend because I need to go to a baseball game.
It's gonna have to be this
I have
weekend.
to do it before my fantasy. I have to do my punishment.
I'm sorry, but our wedding takes priority over your fantasy league.
No, I have to do it before this upcoming Monday. So.
But
Shit out of luck, dude.
I mean, it's not going to take that long to get a tux fitted, to be honest with you. Maybe a week or two, maybe. A tux is not like a gown or a dress. It's not like that, so it's not going to take that long. Y'all got 3 months. That man, if he wanted to, I wouldn't suggest it, but if he wanted to, he could get it done in the last 2 weeks, because it's not going to matter. And in the last 2 weeks, he'd still be able to make it to rehearsal with the tux because it would be done and it would look good. You don't need that done. Allow that man to do what he's doing. And why are you recording him? And why are you putting this online? And why are you nagging him? Modern women in the comments want to talk about, oh, congratulations, you had a boy, you're his mom. Y'all not talking about how she continues to mess with this man. This is foolishness. I think the other thing that you have to look at, and once again, women are defending her in the comments, oh, take it from me, I got divorced from a guy like this and yada, yada, yada. What you guys are not saying is that she's nagging him to death. She's nagging him. The man just told you they don't listen. They don't open their ears. You give me lists every day. I want to, oh, our wedding takes priority. Right. But we got a few months. It'll be okay. I can get my tux done well within a few months. I got it. Relax. Relax. You got to be on top of stuff all the time. Give it a rest. Go find somebody to talk to. Go find a hamster to pet. Take a dog on a walk. Chill out. Oh, my husband would never talk to me that way. Would your husband talk to you that way if you continue to nag him every day in and day out, and give him lists of things to do? Like he's your servant or something like that? That's a grown man. You guys need to start learning boundaries. I'm serious about that. We all want to talk about what the man is doing and what he's not doing, how terrible he's going to be, but y'all not talking about how terrible she is for recording this man on the low. Y'all not talking about how terrible she is for continuing to try to take up this man's day. Every day. I want to go out there and play. I want to go out there, go to a baseball game, enjoy myself. I got a fantasy league going on. That's the time for it. And you got this whole list of things for me to do. No, you go do whatever you got going on. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I got going on. Sure, we're going to come together and do whatever we need to do. But you need to learn to start leaving people alone. Leave people alone.
And every time I have troubles with women, my dad comes up to me and he says, "You're working twice as hard as I did for a woman that's 4 times worse than your mother. So what does that tell you?"
It's so hard having such a good play. The burden I carry, having that on me every fucking day.
Where's the women at with these videos? I hear crickets. Ladies, open your ears and listen up. Not every disagreement is disrespect. And some women will weaponize that word respect just to shut a man down. Stop expecting your man to pour into you when you're not even willing to better yourself. You're supposed to be a partner, not a drain. And I have said this one before a few times. You cannot pray to God to send you a leader and then you literally fight him on everything that he tries to lead you on. It doesn't work that way. This one's sad but true. That ring that you're begging for is not going to fix your character. Some of you women are out here praying for God to send you a good husband when you need to be praying, "God, please show me how to be a good wife." If I hear one more woman refer to herself as being a baddie, you think you're a baddie because your DMs are full of men and all the likes and the attention, I'm sorry, but that does not equate value. And lastly, but certainly not least, just because you file for a divorce does not automatically make you the victim, and that does not make him an unfit parent. Y'all have a blessed day.
So as much as I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, what is he talking? I'd be damned if he was not describing my mother. Yep. Because when I came to her, I said, this experience hurt me. Well, I was a teenage mom. I did the best I could, dismissing it. You weren't perfect either. Insult. Well, what about me? I guess I'm just a terrible mother. Guilt. I did. But you turned out all right. The need to be right in every single argument. So I couldn't even say, well, he crazy. Women don't show up like that, because I was looking at the woman who birthed me, attempting to hold her accountable. And she was telling me basically, you know what I mean? I did what I did and you're not going to hold me. She told me, you are not going to hold me accountable. So I ended our relationship. I had the power that I took the strength in myself to do what a lot of Black people do not have. They leave the matriarchal line. I'm done. I am the first housewife in my family's history. I was born of my great-grandmother ran her husband. My grandmother didn't have no husband. My mother ran her husband off. So I'm coming from all these generations of single motherhood, breaking the cycle. I don't have time for that. So, you know, when you say that they are taking accountability, they are absolutely not.
I had a man approach me at the gym today. I'm sitting there hitting chest and try, getting yoked, right? Bench pressing. Like in the middle of my set, I feel this presence on my left side. So I sit up, right, and there's this little Hispanic man next to me, and he's like, "Habla español?" And I'm like, "Pequeño," right? He's like, "No problem." Flips his phone around, and he has this paragraph typed into Google Translate. And I gotta give it to him. Game is game. It literally said, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on. What grand heroic acts must I do to land a date with you?" And so I can't respond to this man because I don't speak much Espanol. So he like hands me his phone, and I'm literally just I'm trying to like say no in the nicest way possible, but also his phone screen is shattered. So I'm just sitting here trying to be like, no, in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I'm just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. But like, it's not picking up my finger, and he's just sitting there smiling like ear to ear this whole time. And I'm like, oh. And then I hand him the phone back, and I'm just like, womp womp, no. And then he walked away. I mean, he seemed like a kind of little guy, but it was probably the best interaction I've had with a man at the gym. But please,
Well, at the end of the day, shooters shoot.
Hey, so everyone on Hinge is really, really ugly, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking for some male attention right now. So if anyone can let me know what to do about that. I'm debating joining a Gold's Gym, even though, you know, it's probably house of the worst people you'll ever meet. So I don't know. If anyone has any tips, let me know.
Well, at least she's honest about it.
The top 3 ways that I emasculated my ex-husband were control, criticism, and comparison. I controlled everything. I controlled our business. Anytime he tried to lead or work with employees, it was never good enough, which just leads into criticism. I criticized everything he did. Nothing he could do was good enough. And I was always comparing me to him. I was expecting me to be him, and I didn't allow him to be the man that he was, because it wasn't enough for me. Comparison and perfection were my standard, and it completely destroyed his confidence, his desire to lead, his desire to show up. It completely shut him down, and I played a big part in that. Now, he chose to be shut down, and he chose to not stand up. However, I played a big role in that, in emasculating my husband and making him not show up. And then I complained that he didn't show up and that he was apathetic and didn't do anything.
The saddest things about relationships nowadays is that women almost never tell their men anymore how proud they are of them. Women almost never give their man a compliment anymore. And so many men feel absolutely worthless even after trying their absolute hardest, giving everything they have, because they feel like no matter how much they do, it's never enough. So I'm here to tell you today that I am proud of you. And I'm here to tell you that you are amazing, that you do such an amazing job. And you should never ever stop trying, and you should never give up, because you make the world a better place.
If I'm talking to somebody and I ask them on a date, and they find it weird that I want to talk to them, or I'm trying to talk to them every day up until the day of the date, I'ma just stop talking to you.
Period. Because, baby, let me tell you something. If you plan a date with me, and then you just disappear, I don't hear from you for days leading up to the date, baby, ain't no more date. You come to me on Monday talking about, hey, on Friday, I want to take you out to dinner at 7 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I don't hear from you. Baby, no, don't come looking for me on Friday. You gonna pull up thinking we finna go eat. And I'm in the house, in my moo-moo, watching Netflix. Like, no, I'm not going. And the people who be saying this stupid ass be talking about, oh, you gotta keep the mystery alive. Baby, the real mystery is gonna be trying to find out where the fuck I disappeared to. If you don't talk to me for days leading up to a date, where is Diamond is gonna be the real mystery that you're gonna have to solve. Ain't none of that keeping your distance, being nonchalant, all that. No, you either chalant me or you get the hell out the way, because you're holding up the line.
I don't want no mystery. We need to be developing some sort of rapport somewhere. Period. End of story.
This might be an uncomfortable conversation, but as a black woman myself, I want to talk about some few things that I've noticed, and maybe you have too. I'm not speaking for all black women, but I do want to speak for some of our behaviors as a collective. Sometimes we can be very hard to be around. I've witnessed it, I've experienced it, and at times I've been that person. There's a version of us that takes everything as an attack, thinks everyone's against us even when they're not. While that mindset often comes from very real trauma and oppression, not every reaction is justified. I won't fail to mention that there's the other side where black women are misunderstood, they're judged, targeted just for merely existing. That's real too. But two truths can exist at the same time. I'm not trying to tear any woman down, but I do think we should hold spaces for us to have honest conversations where we can push past the defensiveness and we could try to grow and evolve together.
My girlfriend looks over at me while she's driving, like literally takes her eyes off the road and looks at me and goes, "What if I told you I was cheating on you?" And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, what if I told you right now I was cheating on you? Like, how would you react? And I was like, I'd probably be pretty upset. I wouldn't really enjoy if my girlfriend was cheating on me. are you cheating on me? And she hesitates and goes, no. And I was like, you can tell the truth. If you're cheating on me, just tell me. Like, I'd rather know than not know. And she's like, well, what do you consider cheating? And I was like, anything involving romantic behavior with another dude, probably. Like, you know, kissing, flirting, all that type of stuff. And she goes, well, how would you define flirting? I was like, I don't know, like being intimate with each other. I don't know how to explain it. And she goes, okay, well, you can tell me if this is cheating. And if this is cheating to you, then I did cheat on you. And I'm just sitting there like, what the f just happened to our night? Like, we were having a great night, just a nice, normal, happy, fun night, like always. And she comes and drops this bomb on me that she's cheating on me. And she proceeds to tell me that she talked to this dude from her old high school. And she shows me the messages between him and her. And let me tell you guys, she was cheating. She was big cheating. So I read these messages and I'm like, yeah, this is cheating. And she goes, really? I was like, are you actually playing dumb right now? Like, you are cheating. Yes. And she goes, well, how do we work past it? Like, how do we get past this? Like, I love you. I was like, no, you don't, because this is not what you do to someone you love. So drop me off home, and then you can fuck forever, and I can fuck forever in the opposite direction, and we can go our separate ways. And she was like, well, I don't want to go our separate ways. I'm like, well, I do, because you're cheating on me, so please drop me off. And she goes, no. And she slams on the brakes and stops the car in the middle of the road with traffic behind us and goes, I'm not just going to drop you off. And we're not just going to forget about each other. Like, we love each other and we need to work past this. And I was like, no, you cheated on me. I don't forgive that easily. If you want to work past this, then you should go and never cheat on anybody ever again. And I'll go and live my life separately from you. And then maybe, just maybe 5 years down the line, I'll consider being friends. And she still just stopped in the middle of traffic, giving me this, like, confused look, like she did nothing wrong, and, like, I'm the crazy one. And there's people beeping at us, behind us. And I tell her, I'm like, you need to go. We have people behind us. And she goes, you know what? Get out and walk home. And she throws her drink at me. Luckily, it missed, and it went all over the floor. And I got out of the car, and I walked away, gladly, because I don't want to be in that car anymore. And I just walked away with my phone, just on my phone, texting my friend, telling him to come pick me up.
I mean, the fact that she was talking about some, well, what do you consider cheating? You're asking too many questions about it, which lets me know you're out here acting a fool.
Men know that having a beautiful woman around them on their arm on a date is social currency. Men will say that that doesn't exist, that's not true. But if a man took and met his dream woman and she said, I don't do coffee, I don't do ice cream, he will turn right around and find that perfect intimate restaurant to take her on, because he's trying to secure her. He is trying to woo her. Don't let any man ever think that you're asking for too much.
You know what's funny about this whole coffee date thing is that women want to trial a man, but they don't want a man to trial them. You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, to give kind of like a practical example, if you are about to buy an app, or you buy the app and you're about to buy the services or anything, really, honestly, truly, they're probably going to give you a trial. Well, try it for 30 days. Mattresses, try for 6 months or however long they have it. Oh, you don't like our pans? Send them back and we'll give you a full refund. They give you a time period to try their stuff to prove, and they have no problem taking it back, because I feel like I'm good on my word. So when it comes to dating, it seems like men are the only ones that are required to give out endless trials. Yeah, I'm good for it. Go ahead, $500 don't matter to me. It don't matter that I just worked days, months on end to take you on this date. Doesn't matter. Just go ahead and blow it all. I understand that you don't like me, didn't like me from the jump, that you gave me a chance, but it is what it is. Go ahead and try me out, test me out. But if a man says, well, let me take the lead on this, right? I don't know you, you don't know me. Let's find a place that's kind of low stakes. It's kind of easy. It's relaxed. Everybody goes to a coffee shop. You feel comfortable at a coffee shop? Shouldn't be no problem. Let's go somewhere relatively quiet, not a bar, you know, not some whatever it is, coffee shop, or ice cream, or frozen yogurt. You can go for a bagel at one of these places. It really doesn't matter. The point is, we're going somewhere where there's not a lot of distraction, there's not a lot of noise. We can sit across from each other at the table. That's what they used to do in the old days, believe it or not. Sit across from the table and just sit there and talk to each other. Back in the old days, depending on where you were and who you were, they had a chaperone. I'm gonna sit there and watch y'all talk. You'd be lucky if they sit in the car and just wait for you. But they coming in and they gonna sit wherever they sitting and just be there sitting there watching you talk to each other. And y'all better not put y'all hands on each other. Y'all better not try to cozy up and slide next to each other. It's not gonna be none of that. Sit there and have a conversation and get to know one another. Modern women today don't know how to do that. Man in the comments said, fellas, as a married man, take her on a coffee date. You need to learn how to get to know one another. And she says she's married, feminine fairy, talking about, nah, don't accept that. It's low effort. Why are you talking foolishness? Why are you talking stupid? As a married man, telling you, if she likes you, she's not going to be worried about that. I'm just trying to spend time with you. Now, obviously, if she's trying to spend time with you, she might go to McDonald's. I'm not saying you should take her there. I'm just saying she might go to McDonald's with you. Okay, yeah, let's meet up. I can get a McFlurry. She's thinking of the things that she could get there. Cause I'm not even gonna get anything. I'm not really even hungry. And I got you an ice cream anyway. Cause I didn't know what you wanted. And let me tell you something. A man that is shown that type of generosity or that's shown that type of attentiveness from a woman, that man will go up there and get all the ice cream flavors. Well, I really didn't know which one you want, so I just got all of them, and just take your pick. Oh, you didn't have to do that though. So no, man, I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. You see how that works? You didn't have to do anything. You just start spitting out ideas. Oh yeah, man, I could do that. We can do that. You want to go to Chili's? Man, I'll go to Chili's. Man, I like that. Whatever that the triple dipper. I get that every day of the week. Shoot, and it's cheap. Let's go. All right, yeah. And then we sitting at the table together looking at the menu. What else? What more do you want? What more do you want? That's how you do it. But you're so focused and stuck on dinner. Oh, take me out to dinner. Take me out to dinner. Take me out. You don't need that. You don't need it. It's nice, and that's gonna come, but you don't need it. You want to test a man out, but you don't want the man to test you out. And we're not even talking about being in the bedroom. We're just talking about, let me see if she likes me. Let me see if I like her. Let's just sit down, slow down, and see if we can get to know each other. That's not a bad thing. You guys need to start growing up in your mind to realize just because you think of a relationship a certain way doesn't mean that it has to be that way. There's another person that you're trying to bring into the equation. So whether you think that you're God's great gift to this earth, you really need to throw that idea in the garbage, because you're not. I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just saying you're not. You need to get a grip. What is that man saying? What does that man want to do? How does that man feel? That's what you need to be thinking of. Wherever that man. Well, I was thinking about going here. I ain't never been, but let me look up the menu. Let me see what we got going on. Okay, I like this. I can get it. Oh, okay, well, let's go. I'll pick you up at 7. All right, cool. I'll be standing outside. Text me when you get close so I'll be ready. Communication. Is easy. That's how easy it's supposed to be. But y'all be fighting every step of the way for no reason.
I, 29 male, had plans to hang out with my girlfriend, 25 female, after her class tonight around 9 to 10 p.m. So I texted her something nice around that time to let her know I was thinking of her and see when she would be done. No response. She texts me, "Hi." A couple hours later, I respond, "Hey, what's up?" At this point, a little upset that she had blown me off for hours past the time. She said she would hit me up after class. No response again, this time for the rest of the night. So I was starting to get worried because I know she leaves campus late and it could be sketchy in that area sometimes. I texted her and called her a couple more times. No response. At this point, I'm definitely worried and text her I'm going to stop by to make sure she's all good. She's a girl and lives alone and just about 5 minutes away from me. So I swing by, and all the lights are on. I walk up to the front door and knock. She comes out looking surprised, steps outside oddly. I say, "What's up? I was worried you weren't okay. I never heard back from you, and you kind of bailed on our plans." She then says, oh, sorry, I've been hanging out with some friends from school." So I ask, "Is someone in there right now?" She tries to casually play it off. "There was a guy from class over. We've been hanging out, talking about our class. Mind you, it's 2 a.m. She then asks me to come in, and if I want to meet him. I say yes. I come in to meet this guy who looks a bit startled, introduce myself, and then they start catching me up on what they were talking about. My girlfriend is acting pretty odd, like super casual, that the fact I just showed up at 1:30 in the morning after she's been ignoring me, and there's some random guy I don't know there. She's acting like it's no big deal. Within 20 minutes, I decide I'm going home and ask her to walk me out. I then ask her to make the guy leave because there's no reason he should be there so late. She says no. We were in the middle of a conversation. I try to explain to her that this isn't cool with me and makes me uncomfortable, and she doesn't seem to care one bit. She says, "I'm not gonna argue with you about this while someone is right here. We can talk tomorrow," and then walks back inside. I try not to make a scene and be respectful of her house, while still letting her know it wasn't cool. Am I crazy, or are those serious red flags? And am I being naive here? I have to talk to her tomorrow, and I'm not sure how to approach this.
Well, you guys know how it goes. You know, she's not your girl. It's just your turn.